You walked outside this morning. The feeder was full, the water was fresh. You hadn't changed a single thing, but the birds were gone, and you had no idea why. This happens to backyard birders every single day, and almost every time, the answer is something they have been doing for months, sometimes years, thinking it was completely fine. Birds don't leave randomly. They leave because something in your yard told them to. Something that felt wrong. Something that felt unsafe. And most of the time, it's invisible to us, but it is completely obvious to them. Welcome to the Bird Vault. If you're new here, this is where we go deep on the science of backyard birds. What they think, what they feel, and what they're actually telling you. Make sure you subscribe, because what you're about to learn will change the way you see every single bird that visits your yard. Today, we are going through 10 of the most common everyday things that are silently driving birds away. And in some cases, away forever. Stay until number 10. It's the one that hits closest to home. And it's the one most people wish someone had told them sooner. Number 1, your feeder is in the wrong place and the birds know it.
This is the mistake almost every backyard birder makes. You put the feeder where you can see it, from the kitchen window, from the porch. That makes perfect sense for you, but the bird doesn't care about your view. What a bird sees when it approaches your feeder is a threat assessment. Before landing, it scans for 3 things: escape routes, nearby cover, and exposure to predators. Research from the Cornell Lab of Ornithology shows birds strongly prefer feeders placed within 10 to 12 feet of dense shrubs or tree cover, close enough to flee instantly if a hawk appears, but not so close that a cat can hide underneath. A feeder in the middle of an open lawn with no cover for 30 feet in any direction feels like a trap. They may visit once out of desperation, but they will never make your yard a regular stop. The fix is simple. Move the feeder closer to natural cover. You don't need to redesign your garden. You just need to think like the bird, not like someone watching from a window.
Number 2, you are using the wrong seed. Walk into any store in America and you'll find bags of wild bird seed that look generous and varied. Here's the problem. Most of that mix is milo, red millet, and oats. And the birds you actually want, cardinals, chickadees, finches, nuthatches, will not touch those seeds. They toss them on the ground or stop coming altogether. Cornell Labs Project Feeder Watch, which has tracked feeder preferences across millions of data points, shows consistently that black oil sunflower seed is the single most universally accepted seed among North American backyard birds. Cardinals love it. Chickadees depend on it. Even woodpeckers will come for it. One simple swap, 1 week, you will see the difference. Number 3, your feeder is dirty and you don't realize how dangerous that is. A dirty feeder doesn't just look bad, it kills birds. Wet seed sitting in the bottom of a feeder for more than 2 or 3 days develops mold and bacteria, including fungal pathogens that cause fatal respiratory disease in birds. There is no cure. Once a bird contracts it, it almost always dies. The National Audubon Society recommends cleaning your feeder every 2 weeks minimum, and every 3 to 5 days in warm, humid conditions. 9 parts water to 1 part white vinegar. Scrub thoroughly, rinse completely. Birds are extraordinarily sensitive to the health of a feeding site. A sick yard spreads through the flock faster than you think. Number 4, you have a cat, or your neighbor does. Outdoor cats are the single largest human-related cause of bird death in North America. The American Bird Conservancy estimates free-ranging domestic cats kill between 1.3 and 4 billion birds in the United States every year. Even a well-fed cat that isn't hunting for food will stalk and kill birds as pure instinct. And it doesn't even need to make a kill to destroy your yard's reputation. Birds communicate danger through alarm calls and what researchers call landscape of fear mapping. If a cat regularly patrols your yard, word spreads in the local bird community. Your yard becomes a place birds avoid, even when the cat is nowhere in sight. Keep cats inside during peak feeding hours, early morning and late afternoon. A motion-activated sprinkler near the feeder is a humane deterrent that works.
Number 5. Your water source is wrong or missing entirely. In multiple studies on backyard bird habitat, researchers found that fresh water consistently attracts more species than seed alone. Birds need water not just for drinking, but for bathing. A bird that cannot bathe regularly loses the structural integrity of its feathers, which affects its ability to fly, regulate temperature, and survive cold nights. The best single upgrade you can make right now: add a small dripper or wiggler to your bird bath. Moving water catches light. It makes sound. It is visible and audible to birds flying overhead at distances where a still bath is completely invisible. Cardinals in particular respond strongly to the sound of moving water. Birders who added a simple dripper consistently reported a significant increase in cardinal visits within the first week. Change the water every 2 to 3 days. Add movement. It costs almost nothing and changes everything. Number 6, your yard is too loud and too unpredictable. That cardinal sitting on your feeder like he owns the place, he is still running a constant risk calculation. The moment something feels unpredictable, a door slamming, a dog barking, children suddenly running toward the feeder, that calculation tips toward leaving. Research on urban bird species shows birds can absolutely adapt to a consistent baseline of human activity. They learn your routines. They know when you go out to get the mail. But unpredictable noise and sudden movement are a completely different category. Create a consistent routine around your birds. Go outside at the same time. Move quietly near the feeder. Give them 30 undisturbed minutes in the morning, when they need to feed most urgently before the day's energy demands set in. Birds that trust your yard's rhythms come back daily. Birds that can never predict your yard will eventually find one they can.
Number 7, you made your yard too tidy and turned it into a food desert. A perfectly manicured yard is a sign of pride for us. For birds, it is a wasteland. Dead leaves on the ground are not debris. They are a layered ecosystem of insects, larvae, seeds, and invertebrates that thrushes, robins, and towhees depend on entirely. Dead branches, the ones that look like they should be cut, are prime foraging sites for woodpeckers, nuthatches, and chickadees. A brush pile in the corner of your yard takes 5 minutes to create and 0 maintenance. It provides shelter, nesting material, and insect habitat that can support a resident bird population year-round. Leave one corner unmowed. Keep one dead branch. Let the leaves sit under the... Number 8, you stopped being consistent. Birds are pattern readers. They build their entire daily survival around predictable routines. When your feeder runs empty for a week, they don't wait. They find another yard that is reliable, and they begin to establish that yard as their primary stop instead of yours. Consistency is not just about filling the feeder. It is about showing up. Same time, same calm energy, same reliable source of food and water. A bird that can count on you will return to you season after season. A bird that cannot will simply move on, quietly, without announcement. Number 9, you used pesticide and poisoned the food chain without knowing it. Neonicotinoid pesticides, the most widely used class of insecticides in residential gardening, don't just kill target insects. They persist in soil and plant tissue for months to years. They contaminate the seeds and berries birds eat directly, and they eliminate the insect populations that birds, especially during nesting season, depend on to feed their young. During nesting season, 96% of North American land birds feed insects to their chicks. A yard treated with broad-spectrum insecticide doesn't just have fewer bugs. It becomes a place where parent birds cannot raise a healthy brood. They will find somewhere else to nest. And when they do, they take with them every generation that would have followed. Let your birds be your pest control. A yard with a healthy bird population is a yard with balanced insect levels. That is not sentiment. That is ecology. Number 10. You never thought of yourself as someone they chose. This is the one that matters most, and it is not a mistake you make with your hands. It is a mistake you make in your mind. Most people who set up a feeder think of themselves as a supplier. Seed goes in, birds come. Transaction complete. But that is not what is happening. The birds that return to your yard season after season are making a choice. They have dozens, sometimes hundreds of yards in their territory. They come back to yours. Research on bird cognition shows that birds not only remember specific locations, they remember specific people. The cardinal at your feeder every morning has decided you are safe, not your yard, you. And if you stop showing up, if the feeder runs empty for weeks, if the water goes stagnant, if the yard becomes loud and unpredictable, that trust erodes. Not dramatically, not all at once, just quietly, visit by visit, until one day the feeder is full and nobody comes. You didn't just lose a bird. You lost a relationship you didn't know you were building.
The birds in your yard are not random. They are the ones who looked at everything available to them and chose you. Take care of what they gave you. Tell us in the comments which one of these surprised you most. And if you have ever noticed a familiar bird returning to your yard season after season, share that story. Those moments matter more than most people realize. We'll see you in the Bird Vault next week.